Hello, children. Today I'm here not to conduct a formal teaching learning session as usual. Rather, I intend to have an informal chit chat with you. Going down the memory lane and recalling my own childhood days, I wish to take you to a place as a child which I felt was like a heaven on the earth. Yes, I'm talking of my small garden that was there in the backyard of my house, where, among other flowering plants, stood the majestic neem tree that was the home to numerous birds and tiny animals. Whenever I had spare time or I felt low, I could find no better place than to sit under the tree, observe the creatures around, watch their movements, and listen to their sounds. One day, I noticed that on a low branch among the leaves, a sparrow had built a nest in which she had laid 3 eggs. As a child, I got very excited, and every day I would go near the place and, walking with soft steps, I would peep. I couldn't wait to see the 3 new guests, the 3 tiny baby birdies in the nest. But I knew it wouldn't happen overnight. But the other day, during my routine visit, I was shocked to find that out of those 3 eggs, only one of them survived. Maybe few complications arose due to which the other 2 of them died. Too saddened to see all this, I got very disturbed. So much so that I could hardly sleep for many days and just kept thinking about the 2 babies who had died even before they got a chance to hatch. It was much later, only when I grew up, I realized where I had gone wrong. The fact is that all the eggs don't always hatch into chicks, whereas, having counted the number of eggs, I just made an assumption and started thinking that it was for sure that there will be the same number of chickens as the number of eggs, and that led to my disappointment. So, children, similarly in our lives, sometimes we make certain assumptions, and without any proof, we take it for granted that the things are going to happen for sure. But in reality, they may never take place or may not completely materialize. Hence, making plans which are based only on your assumptions can lead to disappointment. Hence goes the old saying, don't count your chickens before they hatch. So in the same context, I'm going to tell you the story of a girl who went dreaming incessantly, unstoppably, till one day, I'm not going to tell you the story. You listen to the story and enjoy. The title of the story is Gopi the Milkmaid. Gopi was a young girl who lived very happily with her mother in their farmhouse. They had a cow of a fine breed and it gave a lot of milk every day. Gopi used to milk the cow and would take the milk to sell it in the market. One day, Gopi's mother said to her, "Milk the cow on time and take the milk to the market. With the money you get, you can buy whatever you like for yourself." Gopi was so much delighted. Having filled up her pail with milk, she said goodbye to her mother and set out to the market, quite happy and contented. She started thinking of what to buy when she had sold the milk. When she was halfway through, she stopped to ponder over how she would spend the money she got for the milk. Amused and happy, Gopi muttered to herself, "I already know what I am going to spend the money on." On and on Gopi went, dreaming incessantly of her plans. There she met a little bird and she said, "Dear Barbie, I have a tremendous plan. I'll buy a hen that'll lay eggs for me and a number of little chickens will hatch out of them." Going further, Gopi met a shepherd and said to him, "I'm going to sell the milk, and with the money I get, I'm going to buy a hen that'll give me a number of chicks." And she went on to say, "I'll exchange my chicks for a he-calf that'll grow up into a handsome bull, which I shall sell and buy a small house." While crossing the river, Gopi explained her plans to the boatman, who was so astonished at her clever ideas. He said, "Gopi, you are just incredible. How can you do so much with a mere pail of milk?" On the other bank, Gopi came across an ass and said to him, "Do you know, I'm going to sell this pail of milk and with the money I buy." And then she went on and repeated all her plans. "How clever of you indeed! You are a good businessman," said the ass. Absorbed in the dreams of her ambitious plans, Gopi, the milkmaid, could not notice a stone which was lying across the way, and she tripped hard at it and fell down. The pail of milk was broken and all the milk was spilt on the ground. How sad poor Gopi was to see all her plans end in smoke. But it was a big lesson for her. So, never count your chickens before they hatch.